Hello and welcome to Rule of Thirds, a conversation about art, design and culture with your hosts
Burns,
Mike
and Jude.
If this is your first time listening, welcome to the family. Be sure to follow us on our Instagram at Rule of Thirds Pod. Don't be shy to say hi.
A question about the arts and the craft. If you didn't know, then it's good that you asked. You tune into the culture. Just the rule of thirds. If you want to, you could tune at work, yeah. And tell me, does that frame fit good? Does it feel right? You want to steal a photo for your website, but you want a logo we can design, right? Yeah.
In today's episode, we celebrate Michael's birthday, and he reflects on his goals for the year ahead. We also speak about portfolios, perfectionism, and side hustles. Enjoy. We're professionals now. We're professionals.
Are we?
Okay.
1, 2,
Yeah.
It's the rule of thirds.
Yeah.
You know that we come in first.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we gon' quench your thirst. And we gon' quench your. Yeah.
Whoa. Yo.
Yo.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm not a rapper.
Well, I saw you're a rapper though. You got a new team.
He really
I saw you got a
is.
few projects out.
Have I?
Yeah, bro. You slapped it on your Insta.
I think
saw
you
it.
guys should check
I did.
The Quarantino score.
Kente Kwame.
I can't lie, yeah. Look, I will listen to the project.
Yeah.
We did a thing.
Yeah, no, you
It's
definitely-
hard.
No, it slaps.
It's crazy because I remember listening to it during lockdown.
Yeah.
I was thinking like,
It's so perfect.
You know the funny thing, yeah? I sent those tracks, 10 beats, I think it was like in like a week.
Mm.
And all the man them just recorded everything in like a week or two.
That's
Is it because they were
mad.
at home?
Yeah, like that was literally the whole point of the project as well. And literally
Keeping man inspired.
that 2 weeks was like, I don't know how we got it done, but we did. And I listened to it, I was like, rah, I don't know what I was on. But I was on it.
Yeah, no, you had
Like
some.
now I'll be doing it, just be making some quack, 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 quack. I was like, like back then it was just making it was a madness.
Yeah.
But anyway, how you man doing?
It's someone's birthday.
Happy 30th, Michael.
Hey.
For those that
Nah,
can't
there's no
see me,
hint.
I'm straight
Happy
faced and I'm
30th,
looking
Michael.
towards the
30th,
corner.
you know.
Such a violation.
We're growing,
30
man.
minus 3.
Yeah, man.
21? No, okay.
Is it
I
21?
wish.
Yeah, happy 18th.
Thanks, guys. Wow. Oh, yeah, thanks. I feel it. You know.
Wait, you feel 18?
I don't actually. I feel grown, but it's weird. I don't feel different.
You're literally mid.
Oh no, I'm
Nah,
late.
don't try to rub it in his
No.
face,
I'm
old.
I'm late. I'm late
You're
20s
late
now.
20s.
It's mad.
Crazy.
It's very mad.
Yeah, but you know, it doesn't set in sometimes.
No,
'Cause I feel like even now I still feel like an 18-year-old
Bro.
in like a
Yeah.
25-year-old body.
Yeah.
And it's like it's like you know those
How it's gonna be.
you know those OGs, yeah.
Yeah. Gucci. They be like, yeah, man, I'm young at heart.
Yeah. You be like 40, you're still rocking the
Yeah,
same drink.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I'm scared that can make
Or is
that
that gonna
with
be
me.
you with tech fleece? With tech fleece with a grey beard.
And you see with that one pot belly as well.
It's like,
Nah.
Uncle Burns.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
what's cool,
actually
young?
scared that will happen. Hopefully I stay with my times.
I feel like all of us are gonna be like that though.
I feel like that too.
We're gonna be old and trying to be trendy.
Oh.
It's like, what do you know about Gucci? What do you know about Versace?
Maybe
Have
it'll be
you heard
more
about, you know,
refined though. Like, won't be like the uncles that we see that are trying to like.
No, we won't be
hold
like
on to-
them.
Like if you
Like
think,
them.
if you think about like the younger generation and how they like are now,
Yeah.
and compare it to how we were, I feel like there's just
The
a
men that are
refining
35,
that's
40
happening.
now that grew up in the UK are cool.
Yeah.
I can't lie. Not all of them.
Not all of them.
I was gonna say I don't know about
Yeah.
that,
Mm.
but no, I hear you though. I feel like it's a particular type of person
Yeah.
that is like because I know some people who are like in the 60s and they're still
They're
quite
still
cool.
looking.
Okay.
I can't. My dad is quite cool.
Yeah.
Like like he's still like
It's got yeah.
he knows what's trendy.
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, I can't lie. I want grey hairs though, like around 40.
Is it?
Wait.
Wait, you don't have grey hairs yet? Oh yeah,
Oh.
I found like 3.
Oh,
No, but I want like a.
so it's the wisdom. It's the wisdom.
I
I
hope
want to
so.
be literally all grey.
Mm.
Does it run in your family?
Nope.
Oh, was
Well,
it baldness?
no, my dad's got it, but it's like it's scattered. It's not like
Oh, see, yeah, my
Right.
my
It's not
dad's
full
head
heads.
is like just his whole beard is grey.
Swear.
I love a grey beard.
That's
man.
wavy.
My
though.
mum as well, like she's got like a grey stripe.
Yeah,
you know what's the
yeah,
name? Rogue.
yeah,
Is it
yeah,
Rogue
yeah.
from?
From X-Men.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
got, like right in the front.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I know it's coming. I mean, it's already
It's
started.
crazy
but-
because a lot of people when they get to that age start to dye their hair, but it's like, fam, I like the grey, man. It's
I
natural.
mean, come
It
on,
is.
where you gonna? Don't hide the beauty.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's true. It's
It's
true.
making sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, how do you feel?
I would say the same, but I think in the back of my mind, I'm like, wow, okay, I've been an adult for a while, like 9 years now.
Yeah.
And I think thinking of it that way, not that it puts pressure, but I think it puts a lot of things into perspective. Like, okay, you've been a grown adult for a while. You know how, like, when you, I guess, explore like your early 20s, you're thinking about, you're still like finding yourself. And
Yeah.
you're always going to be finding yourself and stuff. But I think now I probably have a better sense of like, or a deeper sense of like confidence, or like, I'm a lot more assured about who I am, but then also thinking about how now I have the freedom to like be whoever or do whatever.
There's not a lot of pressures.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm no longer like, it's been gone for a while, but like gone are the days that I think, oh my gosh, what, I should probably do this because my parents say I should do this.
Yeah,
But-
that's the weird transition stage
Yeah.
we're at now, because it's like when we're no longer seeking, not like we did, but naturally you seek validation from your parents.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? What you want to be is like you have to look to them first. Now it's like, oh wait, I can actually jump.
I
Yeah.
can't like it doesn't click for me sometimes. Like sometimes
Yeah.
I can't. I forget that I'm like 26.
Right.
Do you
Like-
think that's the environment? Because for example,
Yeah.
obviously we're still at home with our parents at the moment. Mac,
Yeah. Well, more or less,
Yeah.
kind of. Yeah.
yeah. So I feel like sometimes, 'cause I know some of my brethren that have left,
And then
they feel grown.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's literally them. If you don't cook that day,
Oh no! Don't get me wrong. Like uni times, yeah, that was the vibe. Like,
Yeah.
I felt more grown.
I felt more grown at uni.
than when I came out.
yeah. When you're with your parents, it's like,
You're under someone's like fam. Like sometimes I'll be like, Dad, can I go out? I'm like, wait, whoa,
Yeah,
what do you
whoa,
mean?
buddy.
I'll be like, wait,
yeah.
of course I could go. Why would I
Yeah,
ask
why-
your permission?
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you just want to like, because you're still under someone else's
You
roof.
don't want to go away with respect.
Yeah, you
and
want to
like,
make
yeah,
sure that,
yeah.
you know, because like I can't lie, when I was like 16, 18-ish, people who were 25 felt mad old.
Yeah.
Yeah, they felt old.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like everyone's driving, or
Mm-hmm.
like, it seemed like so far away. But now, like when you pass it, or when you're 25,
When you're there, it's like,
kinda
oh,
like,
we're,
wait, that's
actually,
it.
we're actually not that
yeah.
far apart when
Like-
you really think about it.
It's a bit weird.
It is.
Thinking about it's even stressing me out. Yeah. have you got any kind of like 27 resolutions?
Finally, maybe this will be the year. No, this will be the year.
Of
Consistency, just in various areas.
Amen.
'cause
We receive
There's a
our-
lot of things I've been meaning to do that I just haven't done yet. So,
All my days, I think I've got the perfect quote.
oh my god.
Man said, wait a second.
Adesi, shout out to Adesi. Yeah.
Hey.
She literally put this on her Instagram today. She said, the only ideas that really matter are the ones that get turned into reality. There is no proof of creativity without action. The
That's
creative
true.
act requires both sides. It requires creativity and it requires action.
Mm.
So basically, we can be creatives, but if you haven't seen nothing,
No, it's all
Faith in
dreams.
that works is dead. Yeah.
basically. And I was like, rah. So
Man.
yeah,
Shout out to Disarray.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
Ah,
I call it that
Disarray.
because of
Okay.
Auburn
Yeah,
hair.
oh, okay.
I was gonna say wrong.
Jeez.
That's very close to someone. It's a race name. I was like, okay.
Yeah. No, it's that she's got the Auburn
Oh,
hair,
okay.
like dye and stuff. So I
I
was like,
want
oh,
that, I
okay.
hear that.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't have the confidence yet, but one day.
Why not?
Why not?
I just feel like,
You're creative. Are you not creative?
yeah, I don't know how that stereotype.
I'm so done.
You know what's so funny? I was
You're
in
so annoying.
when I was on the train. Yeah, I was just like looking around. I was like, rah, like Hackney, Homertons. It's just changed.
what did you want it to be?
It's not what I wanted it to be, but it's just growing
Very
up.
artsy.
No, growing up, yeah, that was like a war zone.
Right.
And now,
Yeah.
Now it's like
a fashion zone.
hipster central, like
It's wild.
tote bags everywhere.
It's wild. I'll never forget the
It's
first
scaring
time.
me. Like I'm like, oh,
Why?
it's
You're
weird.
part of
Bro.
the problem.
No,
You're walking
No,
around.
no. I get it, but it's just like it's weird because I feel like it's okay. It's controversial because it's not a bad thing, but it's not. I just feel like it's
You don't want prosperity in the black community. that's what you're saying right now.
But
No,
is it?
no, but it's not
is
a
it-
community,
is it a-
pardon?
But is
The
it?
reality is
Is it a black community?
It's not a black
now?
community.
well, no
It's
anymore.
like when you go through Peckham, I'll never forget the first time I saw like a guy in like harem like trousers. Like, you know, like the proper huge drop crotch.
Yeah.
And I said, huh, what's going on? And then I realized art students now live here.
Oh, so what?
It's crazy.
Because he's wearing harem pants, you think he does not holding something?
No,
on
no,
it?
no.
Like, is that what you're trying to?
Hold a little something.
He could,
Yeah.
you know,
Like a pencil.
or drugs. But
Oh my God.
yeah, like it's different to what you normally see. Like back in the day, you used to go to Peckham.
Yeah.
You see your people. Like it's home away from home.
Yeah. Market, especially that market.
You know?
Yeah.
But now it's like, oh, okay, you want to go Prince of Peckham tonight? You know, get a couple rands. Got pizza bar.
I can't like. I personally, I don't really mind it, but I also understand that.
It's layered. I think
for the people there, especially
there
the
are some
locals.
great things that, you know, let's not deny, for certain coffee drinkers, I'm sure you're happy now
That's
to
me,
have
bro.
like a fresh coffee spot
Oh,
to go
swear.
to
Yeah.
and stuff, or a new place to like work at,
Yeah.
rather than going like all the way to like central London
To work, yeah.
to work
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
and stuff. But yeah, it comes with an erasure of things, or like something weird like happened on my like near where I live, Old Kent Road, our KFC gone.
What's it
Ah,
replacing?
what's the
No,
KFC
no,
for
no.
blacks now?
But, like, it's-
no, not the KFC.
But when I put it like on Twitter, like mad, like
Everybody
KFC,
was- yeah.
people were like, huh? And then I went to like search as well, and other people were shocked. And I think it's more like how that KFC has played a part in like various like life things or
Right,
just like
right,
events.
right.
Like my church that I used to go to was literally opposite the road of that KFC.
So now you can't even.
So
like,
imagine you
say-
do a night vigil, you've just finished the night vigil,
straight
you're
to
thinking
lunch.
about getting food,
Yeah.
drive through. You can't do that anymore. So it's just still, and obviously
Was it
I know-
a vegan bakery now?
they're turning it into
Whole
flats.
Foods.
They're turning it into a block of flats.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't mind accommodation, but I hate it when it's too pricey for people that are living in
Oh
the
yeah,
area.
it's,
know it's
it's
going
probably
to
going to be
be-
like 750.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah,
per
yeah, yeah.
flat.
Yeah. No, that's
mad.
That's
But
Mm.
even going back to obviously you hit this new chapter.
Mm.
Do you feel like you are where you need to be creatively? Obviously, you touched on like you want to be a bit more consistent. But what is it? What does 27 look like?
I feel like I will. I feel like now's the time for me to finally like do the things that I've wanted to do or I've held off because of like fear or other stuff,
Yeah.
or like coming up with the excuses of procrastinating. Oh, officially, like I'm actually leaving my job now. So I know we started the beginning of this season and be like, yeah, I'm gonna do my resignation, and then life happened. But
Yeah.
like I will be leaving like next week.
Wow.
So I think because of that decision and because I've been a lot more honest with even the people at work, like they're like, oh, so where are you going to next? And it's a conversation of like, oh, I'm actually not going anywhere next. I'm going to take like a break to pursue like personal projects.
Yeah.
So now that I've said it with my mouth and like with my chest, now I need to actually like follow through
Yeah.
into
And
it.
that keeps you accountable. as well.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So now I feel like 27, like I will be just doing the things that I've been meaning to do for a while, and like, yeah, give myself permission to just try stuff out and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Anything that you want to share yet, or is anything kind of like under wraps?
Probably under wraps, just because I feel like in the past I've like said a lot
And then
and it hasn't really happened. So I just want to like try and just do it first and then talk when it actually happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's exciting though.
I think that is a
should
principle
be-
in life.
it'll
To
be
be
fun.
fair,
Mm.
like oftentimes there's things I've wanted to do,
Yeah.
and then when you say it and don't do it, it just feels like,
Bro.
Deflating.
yeah.
Then do it.
No, but it's
Then do it.
no easier. I think a lot of creative people are just. I think mental health is a big.
Oh,
issue.
here we go.
Now you know what is yeah.
Is everything okay?
You know what is yeah is the exhaustion sometimes of like.
You need to see Eckhart.
Session 10.
Yeah.
It's a real nigga.
Therapy.
But like, yeah, like sometimes you, in your mind, there's just so much going on, so much clutter
Yep.
that to even attempt to do what you're gonna do, yeah, is like,
Yeah.
I haven't got the energy.
We don't have the
I don't
capacity.
think about it. You know what I mean? Because in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I think about money.
Yep.
I think about mental well-being.
Yep.
Charlie.
I think about this peace.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's like all these things are like contributing. It's like, no, I'm tired, and it's like I feel like we spoke about this before, but collaboration probably makes it easier.
Yeah.
But then I feel like sometimes you feel guilty if people are not getting paid right, or if do
Mm.
you know what I mean? Is that there's all these different factors. Obviously, people will help out and stuff, but it's
Yeah.
like, wow, what does it take to move forward? And also, what does success look like anyway?
Yeah.
No, I do this thing now. What do I want it to do? Kind of
Okay.
thing, you know?
Okay. That
Yeah.
makes sense. But I'm just thinking like at the end of the day, maybe because we had these conversations so many times about like getting stuff done,
Right.
Like I guess the whole idea of the success.
The English is
Success,
not.
yeah, it's hard.
Woofy.
But yeah,
it's okay.
but yeah, because I just feel like sometimes we were having this conversation before you came in, and like that idea of like what like placing expectations on things, and then I guess when they don't come to pass, you kind of deflate yourself.
Yeah.
But like, I think sometimes we don't allow ourselves to just be like. It's okay if it doesn't get done to the level that you wanted it to get done to, but like there's steps in every process. So the first step was that you get it done, and then maybe the second one was like get it done to this standard or whatever. So the fact that you even passed that first step alone should be something that you should allow yourself to kind of celebrate. And maybe because we're in a culture of like we're in a culture of if it doesn't get done to this level, then you fail.
You might as well just not do it.
Like,
I think that is my
let it
biggest.
go.
I think that's my biggest thing. Like, I could probably release a lot of stuff, but I'm just like, if I release this kind of stuff, I'm like,
Right.
And you know the ones where it reminds you of those artists back in the day in the UK scene where they had to release certain kind of types of music.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, but my fear is that their regret is once I look back at those tracks, I'm like,
Right. Okay.
I hear you, but I think like everything has a place in time, surely. Because like my thing is like it might take you trying and refining an idea very public. I'm not saying you have to do it public. It doesn't have to be public.
Yeah.
Like me personally, even if you go on my Instagram right now, all the posts
You're
and
trying
stuff,
things
it's
out and
always
yeah.
about the same idea,
Yeah.
but just trying it in different ways and then trying to find like okay the process and like the textures and like the
That's what I
feeling
think to
of it.
ask you,
get what
man.
I'm saying?
Your textures are crazy,
Bro.
Hey,
Like, it's actually insane.
I want to thank my father God.
I don't even know how you do it, but you have to show me. 'Cause
yeah. Let me know.
It's crazy, bro.
I'm trying to do a master.
You know, when you want to do a masterclass, I'm ready.
a masterclass on textures.
Already. And
Oh.
if you guys want master classes, by the way, first let us know.
Oh, wait, what? We never discussed this.
Yeah, I know, but
Okay, yeah.
Get me.
What Burn said.
Yeah,
But yeah,
retweet,
so it's like
retweet.
allowing yourself to kind of try things to the point where it's like you have because right now I'll be very, very honest. Like I have to finish my portfolio. I've been wanting to do that for time,
isn't that the designer's
bro.
nightmare?
Every single time, you're like, oh, I'm going to get my portfolio. done.
Everyone's trying to finish their portfolio.
And I've been trying to finish it for time. But what I realize is that like if I look on my Instagram, it's a better portfolio than
your thing's basically done, bro.
you say this.
No, but it is done.
You
Wait,
say
I swear,
this.
no, you have you have a site.
I don't know if that's
Yeah, but-
I don't know if that's confirmed. Was it public?
What?
No, it is because you've got a store.
Oh yeah, it's public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but when you do you remember how we were bugging out saying like, oh, this is crazy.
Yeah,
Like-
but like I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
But for you, see,
No,
you're the same person saying that.
No, but I'm not
Yeah,
even
yeah.
saying just for me.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying like it's just a website.
So
Okay.
Like work has to go on there.
But
was there no
there's-
work on
is there
there?
not work on
there,
there?
there was. But my point was that most of the work on there was like old stuff. It wasn't any like half of the stuff on my Instagram.
it's not what you've
aren't-
done recently.
Yeah, like half of the stuff on my
Okay.
Instagram aren't on my website, and that's obviously up to me to go and upload and
Do
blah blah.
your employers look at Instagram? Because my ones did.
I mean, the last time I was employed, I don't think they even cared. I think
Really?
one thing I realized about most employments is that if you go in with your portfolio, because I went in, funny enough, I think I was the only person who went in with a physical portfolio.
You went with the physical?
Yeah.
You're a real G.
Do you
Student.
get what I'm saying? But like,
I love when they bring out other day at work. Some illustrate agency came to and
Yeah.
they literally bought some massive. But even seeing the work physically,
Right.
it makes a difference.
but
Wait,
that's
did you have like the big?
yeah, like it was like
Imagine you
I think
use
it was like
briefcase.
His briefcase.
Nah, I think it was like an A1,
Like that A1
A1,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's so
I
sick.
brought it, and then they were like, "Wait, what is that?" And I opened it, and
I'm
I
not
was
start doing that, you
I was
know.
putting out like
No, don't be like, oh my
Yeah.
god.
Another thing, I like when people
That's
interact
crazy.
with my work
Yeah.
like, in a physical way. But even that, I don't think they kept asking questions outside of the actual role. So they were like, "Oh, you make this? Can you make this for us if we do take you on and this that."
That's dope.
Like you get so it ended up becoming part of my role, which
Right.
I regret because
Oh,
they weren't paying me enough for that.
I hear
Anyway,
you, I hear you.
but yeah, I think that's the thing. Because for me, doing like university and then learning a very traditional way about having physical portfolios and stuff, and then going online and now having to have a website, which kind of like has to mirror what you have in the physical world,
Yeah.
which doesn't make the same. Because you see, like both of you see my work, a lot of textures. I want things to be felt, you know, but like I can't like going back to Burns' point, you can't just say, oh, because of that you deflate yourself. You just have to kind of acclimate and be like, you know what, okay, cool. If this is what it is for now, let it be that.
Okay.
But when the time comes and I'm able to do more prints and more books and so on and so forth, then we can have as much fun as we want. But until then, I can't just say I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to hide in my room and making books till like the time comes. You know what I'm saying? Because I can do both. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I feel like a lot of people in a lot of creative people now, we've gone to a point where, because we're told, you know, oh, what you put out has to reflect who you are and this, that.
Right.
So a lot of pressure comes on us.
So now if you put out rubbish.
If you put out rubbish, they're like, oh, now you're, you know, this,
But if, you know what's
you're
crazy?
rubbish.
Naturally, because of the way we design, we won't put out rubbish. We might not put it out to, so people will
To a
see it
certain-
and be like,
right.
oh, rah, this is a madness.
Until someone says, this ain't it.
Yeah, you know? But like, I feel like we both, all of us know, like, we have a certain standards that
Right.
somebody will see like is like crazy, but for us
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, it's a standard.
Yeah, but even shouldn't that be the enough reason for us to kind of put more work out?
But I think we don't think with that mindset oftentimes. I think we know. I think mentally for all of us, we know how well we can do or our potential. So we always work towards our potential,
As
we don't-
opposed to
what we're doing now. We don't
Right,
like to see
right,
that because we're like,
right.
no,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can always
Yeah.
do better.
Mm-hmm.
So we end up not doing nothing because it's like, if it's not what I can see,
If it's not that level,
I ain't
then
releasing
there's no-
nothing.
yeah.
But then the thing is like, Issa Rae's, that's why that's always a good example because her thing is like,
She
yo,
did it and then did it
start-
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There used to be this thing I
I
used to
love
watch.
that as well. The way
Yeah.
she revamped basically the same idea and said, okay, because I didn't have the funds and the I'm gonna redo the same
Yeah.
thing but make it better.
There used to be this thing on YouTube. I don't know if I mentioned on the pod, but it's called Close Friends.
Okay.
Like some American YouTube series.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes, you've mentioned. I
Oh
think you
my
mentioned it one.
days. Yeah, not it. I was so gripped. Even there's one in Ghana called YOLO.
YOLO, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like, I don't know why, but that had me hooked.
Those kind of shows are always good, yeah.
And it's like, this is a YouTube channel,
Yep,
but it's like,
yep.
right, imagine that person never started it.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I think it was an educational kind of series because it was
Right.
talking about sort of like sex education.
Sexual
and-
education, yeah.
But it was really entertaining and it was good quality. So it's like, rah, like, what stops us from this putting stuff? It wasn't, I mean, the highest of qualities.
But the story
The story was there.
Story was good.
Yep.
If you're an amazing story writer, no matter the budget, it's gonna be an amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But what if you're a designer and there's no story?
God.
What?
Just because, because I think even like music, you can put a demo out and like I have a lot of demos that I've heard from artists. I'm like, I love the demo even more than the final version.
Wow.
Just because the idea was so raw, there was a lot of the cracks in the voice and whatever. And then even films and movies and short films and whatever, like some of them are really, really good. Just off the basis of them having to work with what they have, but stretching it so well. But I feel like when it comes to design, especially design that lives only on the internet or in a very visual, digital form, like it comes aesthetic Olympics. But then it's like if that aesthetic isn't in right now, then it ends there. And you know how like the algorithm is right now. Like let's be real, it's shagging everybody. Like I don't care if you're the most famous, you have to go and do reels in order for anything to blow at this point. So with that whole thing, it's like if you don't have a story, because like this is what I've realized with how platforms and like websites and so on are going. It's not favoring the people who create things. It's favoring advertisers and people who actually have real estate.
Definitely making money.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So the people with the actual real estate who can pay for space are the people who are actually benefiting from it. And the people who are creating, it's not like 2010 YouTube or 2010 Instagram.
We can release anything.
Like back then when you put something on YouTube, like even like I remember, you know, when there was this massive boost of everybody wanted to do vlogs and like get to know me and all these kind of things. People were doing short stories and entertainment, blah blah. There was a particular time where everybody was doing it, and everybody was watching. Like people were actively watching things on YouTube.
That's very true, actually. Yeah.
You know, but it's not the same anymore. So it's like I also understand how it can be easy to get deflated. But that's why I'm always like trying to figure out how we can bring work from a digital perspective into a physical space. And it doesn't have to be that you print it out, but even if it's a digital space where people, human beings, actual people come to interact with the work, you know, I feel like that's what's needed. If not, everybody's gonna feel depressed and like oh, my work isn't good enough because Like Instagram is gonna tell you it's not good enough when you're getting 3 likes. You know what I'm saying? Imagine you've worked like Burns, imagine, yeah. Look. imagine, yeah. You said, oh, I'm not gonna post this, innit? I'm gonna work at it till it's perfect. For a year, 2 years, and then you drop it, you get 3 likes because the algorithm shagged you.
Yeah,
and then that's it. Like that's even worse than if you like put out the demo or the idea. Because it's gonna shag you regardless. You might as well.
That's gonna hurt, man. Damn.
So like, I'm saying, like, if you're gonna base off social media and stuff, then you're never gonna.
Yeah, you're never gonna be satisfied.
You
like,
know?
or you're always gonna. Because sometimes even the projects that you put, I think it's with a lot of stuff, even music, like the things that you may deeply be like, yeah, this is the one.
Nope,
is not, and it's something else that can take like 5 minutes to do. You didn't put that much blood, sweat, and tears into. Everyone's like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yo, how you do that?
Whoa.
I don't know why Burna Boy just comes to mind anyway.
Oh, okay,
so his album just came out. Is it Love Damini?
Yeah.
Damini, yeah.
And when I was into it, I was like, I remember the old Burna Boy with Soke and that Like to Party. Yeah.
Right.
And he was just like a UK artist.
Yeah, he really was. I'm just deep in it.
He was like with like Quam's Flavor,
yeah,
NSG when they were smaller.
Yeah.
And now I look at him, it's like, what changed? Like, he just kept on putting stuff out.
It's so I keep I keep thinking about the fact that Kanye West had a part to play in this whole story, and it's so funny.
In Burna?
Yeah.
Wait, no. Oh, with Ye.
Oh yeah.
It always confused me because I always forget about that.
That's funny. Yeah.
That was a massive.
That boosted Ye so like I remember because before that he wasn't like big, but around that time
it wasn't as global.
And then when Ye came and people was like, wait, but Burna Boy has a song called Ye, and then everyone started listening to Ye. I'm not saying that obviously.
No.
The correlation was very
it's
blatant.
It's crazy, yeah.
You know, and everybody was on that song, and that song is a great song. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But because there was no like, let's say the algorithm shagged him as well, and that moment, I remember when everybody was like, "Wow, who's Burna Boy? Who's Burna Boy?" And it picked up, and obviously after that there was hit after hit after hit. And he's been consistent even before that Ye song.
And that's kind of how life is.
Yeah.
Like, you put out stuff and you don't know which one's gonna hit.
Yep.
But the thing is, I think one thing that I'm always aware of is that the thing hits now.
What next?
Yeah.
Because I've seen it so often where someone has a mad high,
and
then it's like, oh, I'm here now, and it's like, don't know what to do with all of it.
Yep.
And then you go back down.
Yeah.
And that down is very down, if that makes sense. Like you're really falling down. So it's like, how do you maintain that sort of humility, but also that awareness that, okay, cool, I'm actually just a creator.
Yeah.
I don't need to be doing all this just to make it big, or do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's weird. Because I think at the end of the day, I don't know, me personally, if I'm being very honest, success for me as a creator is
millions, cash, donations.
Let's be honest.
So monetary value.
Let's be honest.
But also, it's creating conversations. So it's money and conversations.
Right.
Conversation about what money? Just let's be clear.
Nah, conversations that bring about some sort of change.
Oh, okay.
So,
What kind of change? Coins.
oh my days. But it's there. Like, once you get the money in, you can make even more stuff.
That's true.
Yeah.
Have more conversations. That's it for me. I think that's what you want to do as a creator.
Yeah.
So I mean,
that makes sense.
We're not just doing it for fun. Or we are doing it for fun, but it's like it comes to a point.
Sometimes it doesn't feel like fun.
You need to.
Sometimes it doesn't.
No, sometimes you have to just make it right.
You have to. A lot of us, we've spoken about in the early days of the pod about like how we really need to be like more business minded when it comes to our creativity.
Yeah.
Especially when the odds aren't really in our favor with creativity and the way the world works today, and then with like social media and stuff. Like there's a lot of input for very little output at times. So we have to be smarter about the way that we make things work for us, or finding avenues that can maybe drive more attention on the work and stuff. Just because it reminds me of like where I work at I work in social and content. Yeah. Right. So like you're putting all of these hours into these assets or into these like digital campaigns that really and truly like don't last long or have a long shelf life online. True. But like for me, when I think about that a lot, it makes me feel away because I'm like, there's a whole team that has put so much time
time and effort
into this, and even like so many things in like an edit. The amount of edits that we will do, or the way we'll try and perfect a small thing. Obviously, we want the standard of the work to be high, but then when you think of like the interaction with it and the engagement and that kind of thing, it can sometimes like do a number on you. But I think with us, luckily, like with certain analytics that we have, that's probably like the way that we're able to quantify how things have been like well received, or like if the client is happy and that kind of thing. And I guess it's also having, like you said, for example, for you, conversations and, you know, getting the mullah is like what you would use to like quantify, I guess, like how well it's doing, or like success in a sense. And I think it's important for all of us to probably have our own versions of like what that will be, so that we can be satisfied. Because I know for me, when I was on YouTube, I kind of noticed like, I might not necessarily like blow, but what I will try and do, or the way I can gauge my success, is the impact it may have on the people that do watch it, and like the number of people that watch it, or like the probably the number, even if it's not like high, at least like the group that do watch it to have taken something away from it. But also I've got like something I'm able to show, like there's something to show for like this hard work that I've put into it in terms of like the output. So if I'm satisfied with like the edit, or like the what I learned and how I implemented it, in that will be success for me. And me actually getting it over the finish line is success for me enough, because I, in my own way, I knew that I wouldn't be able to maybe, especially because you know how you mentioned around the time like loads of people were starting like YouTube and stuff. I already like saw like, okay, numbers wise, it wasn't looking like the same and stuff. And my audience was different, or I still had to like build my audience, whereas other people, thousands, hundreds of comments, that kind of thing. Yeah. So I had to like shift it for myself so that I wouldn't constantly like compare and be pressed, because I'm thinking, damn, my video's not performing as well as the others. And because if you look at it that way, it's long.
You start doing
like, especially when your peers like
start try doing
what everyone else is doing to get up.
And I don't want to compromise on like I know I don't want to do a mukbang. I didn't want to do any like challenge style stuff, because it's just not like me, you know. But I was happy to kind of like explore what I wanted to do and find my own version of success from that. And I do think now that I have worked anyway, or have worked soon. But like now that I have worked in the creative industry through what I have learned on YouTube, I do see that as success, because again, I didn't go to uni or school for this, but like I've been able to learn enough that it can actually benefit me with a job role and stuff. So I think it's very important for us to have our own versions of what success will be like.
You remember when everybody used to do them sit downs where they were all sitting in front of the cameras, like with groups of friends?
I was literally thinking there's Nilla Rose. So obviously I went uni with same uni as her, but like I remember when she started releasing the videos, I was like, wow, okay, cool. This is cool. But then when I'm now seeing
format,
the same, and you know what made me cringe a little bit was like the fact that you guys, if you want to take inspiration, at least
switch it up,
change it up.
Man, I've got the same formation,
same sofa,
chair at the back.
I
was like,
put the girls here, put the guys,
it's like, it's like, guys, come on, man, be at least a bit more creative with it. If you're gonna get inspired, at least do it a bit different. Not copy.
But it's interesting because in every like what do you call it? In every generation of like new thing, when that first thing comes out, you see a bunch of people do the same thing. Even with Instagram, like with Reels, obviously, and TikTok and stuff. Like you see when someone does something, everyone
jumps on the trend,
challenge or whatever. Or even like with what do you call it? I remember. I remember during the pandemic, when everybody wanted to make a directory of like creators. Do you remember that?
Oh my gosh! I signed up for one actually. I can't like that bust me though.
No,
there was one directory for black creatives. Bare Americans were shouting, man.
Come on.
I was like, actually. So guys, by the way, tip, if you want to get more projects, them directories.
Join the directories.
Right.
But you remember, like, there was a time where everybody was making one. Like, everybody. It was everywhere. So I feel like with creative things, when someone starts something, it's always like, okay, cool. Like, I remember people were trying to make apps during the Black Lives Matter thing. We were trying to make black business apps and stuff like that. Like, I feel like when someone starts something new, everybody wants to kind of see, okay, cool, this is a great idea, but how can I implement
Even
it?
people doing cupcake businesses.
Oh my god, yes.
People.
Wow.
Yes, there was a lot of stuff that was just
Dude, like we're very much in the era of like everyone has to have a side hustle,
Yeah.
and that wasn't necessarily
that
a
is
thing
our
before.
generation though. In history,
I feel like it's always been like that though.
no, but I think our generation's
Our
had to do it.
like
Side hustles
Or like you
are-
have to do it.
Yeah.
Side hustles is
Yeah.
a must now. Like people actually ask you, okay, what do you do?
Yeah.
And, like if you told me,
Yeah, that,
all I
I
do-
always ask people like, what do you
Yeah.
actually do?
yeah, if you told me that, oh,
You do
I work,
banking.
I do banking. Okay, what do you actually do, bro?
Yeah.
Like what?
I play piano.
Like
Yeah.
no one, majority of people
Yeah.
have got something.
Yeah.
Even if they're not doing nothing now, it's not a business yet.
Yeah.
They've got a skill that they can do, whether it's doing someone's hair or being a barber or I don't know, making cakes or design. Like, everyone's got something.
Yeah. I was gonna ask this because I think that's the difference between maybe this generation and even like if I think about my dad's generation, like my dad had a side hustle, my mom had a side hustle,
Right.
my uncles I remember like had side hustles and stuff, but it wasn't always monetary. That's the
Exactly.
difference.
That's the difference, yeah.
So I feel like now we have to monetize everything.
Oh, we have to.
Right.
Cost of
Whereas-
living.
Must have cost of living.
No, but for real though.
Whereas then they didn't have to because like if someone was a banker, they could be a full-time banker and then come home and
Yeah, it was enough.
play the guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't have to be a superstar.
Yeah.
But they just know that that's a hobby to
But that's
release
the, that's,
the
yeah,
stress.
that's the
They
release.
they need to monetize it.
But I
yeah.
feel like maybe that's why I'm not a psychologist, nor am I a therapist. But I feel like maybe that's why there's an increase of people having a lot of mental strain
Mm-hmm.
because now your hobbies are not even your hobbies anymore.
Yeah,
your hobbies
no,
are
100.
full time like
100%.
jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, at what point do you actually get to relax
Mm.
and just release that stress? Because it's like now, like someone's hobby might have been design, but now it's your full time job.
That's me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I've got this paradox where it's like I don't enjoy resting or I feel guilty for resting. So for example, the other day I was just playing FIFA and listening to Burners. Literally, it was yesterday actually.
Oh, it must have the other day. It's like yesterday.
I was playing FIFA and listening to Burner Way's album.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, a voice in it was like, look at you.
Mad.
Wake up. Wake up.
Like, look at you. Well, you should be doing work.
Don't waste my money.
And it's like, no,
Yeah.
I need to be resting.
No, you don't. Get up. Get up.
And it's like, why do I feel like I can't rest anymore? Like even to nap is like, you lazy, you lazy.
Get out, you bum. No, but it's because of the society we live in now, isn't it?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
The grind, hustle,
Nah,
hustle.
Like I'm not allowed to rest.
Yeah.
And when I rest, if I feel guilty because I can see like a client's head pop up and it's like, where's my work? It's like,
No, you're right, you know. like sometimes I'll be sitting down here, I'll be in bed, I'll be watching like Netflix or something. I just see like boom, 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 like bare panels. It's like tabs on like, it's like, but you haven't finished this, but you haven't finished this. Have you sent the person this thing? It only takes 5 minutes, you know. It only takes and then 5 minutes turns to 6 hours of you just editing. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's actually
no,
stressful.
that 5 minutes is a lie. No design takes 5 minutes.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, you think, oh yeah, like, you're meant to be having fun. But are you really meant to be having fun? Because I haven't had fun in a while, man.
Yeah.
That is actually so strange.
But does that
nuts.
come down to like our own management of like our time and like all of that stuff, or
I don't think we're meant to be this stressed in life.
no?
I don't think
it's
part of
normal.
I genuinely feel like back in the days, like man, them would actually just walk
Yeah.
Mhm.
for the whole day,
Yeah.
nothing like.
But if you think about it, yeah, we're the only creature on earth who has to kind of we create these things for ourselves.
Yeah.
And then we like in essence creating the stress for ourselves. 'Cause
Right.
we don't have to do most of the things that we do.
Mm.
But we only do it because the majority of the population is adhering to the same rules. For example, if all of us decide there is no need for tax, let's just like not do it.
Right.
But there'll be at least another group that'll be like, no, we have to do it.
Exactly. And they'll give you the reasons why. And don't get me wrong, most of the reasons are very valid. Like for example, we need to sort out the roads, the bins, the this and that and that, the electrics that are just running like from house to house. We're not gonna you can't pull it out of your pocket. We have to get some collective.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But like all these rules we made for ourselves. And I feel like the smarter we get, the more complicated life becomes.
Yeah.
Because now we have things that we can't live without. Whereas there was a time where you could wake up, drink water, go to a farm, or go to your business or whatever, come back home, see your kids.
Rushing you.
No one's like, you know what I'm saying? You're going on with your own time. Like now, if example is, if let's say someone wants to reach you, they can call you.
I think technology is the reason why we're like this, though.
The internet.
Yeah, mainly because the fact that never internet, this technology like SMS calls, whatever.
Yeah.
The fact that you can reach me at any point.
At any point.
Yeah.
It
Bro,
means
like
that,
back in the day, you have to write a letter.
So that
It will
time,
take you weeks before
so
I reply.
that gives you the opportunity to do whatever you need to do.
Yep.
But now it's like,
There's two.
if I don't respond to you in 2 days or 3 days,
Are you airing me? Yeah. But look at you.
I am. I am, because I haven't got capacity to deal with you.
But
right
then
now.
also it's like
I don't have the
no.
capacity.
I can't.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's that time.
I'll give you the wrong side of me.
Yeah.
I'm never doing that.
But really, it's that times like 100 because
Yeah.
everyone's doing it with each other,
Yeah.
and it's mad.
Yeah.
It's just
yeah.
so much like
Yeah.
back and forth, like,
I need
information overload.
Yeah.
Like our brains are swelling in
Yeah.
the back. No, for real. Because like we're not. I don't feel like human beings. We're
We're not designed.
We're not designed for
nah.
this, fam. It's too much.
The rate of they always say like the rate of like technology and like the way it's evolving, like in comparison to our brains.
Yep. Well, we're gonna look like
our
Mega
brains
Man.
are the same. Like
Yeah.
what has changed?
It's
Yeah.
too much, because it's like sometimes it's like I try to keep up with things and I can't. Like even social media, I'll scroll through like once, I'll just see like so much text, my brain will just shut down. Just like images
Yeah.
away, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then other days you're just kind of like mad active.
Yeah.
Then you become the one who spreads overly. Like sometimes I'll wake up and like, oh, I want to message everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just message. I'll be sending voice notes.
I can't lie.
Like
that's what,
2-3
that's one thing-
minutes
that's
voice
one thing
notes
that
to
I do
everybody.
now. If I haven't got capacity, I'm sending you a voice note.
Yep.
Because it's easier to speak than to
Yeah.
type.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Like
Quick thing.
I realize, maybe for me anyway, when I'm walking, that's when I tend to be because I walk outside and I'll just end up like, I can reply to everybody now.
Yeah.
When I'm inside, I can't.
Yeah, when I'm inside, I can't. Yeah, I can't.
Like I can see the messages like maybe 30, and I'll just be like, no.
Yeah. I ain't got time for this right now.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Well, that's just how life is, man. And we got to protect our mind.
Yeah. It's a lot to like balance and organize, but
Thanks, guys, for tuning in to today's episode of Rule of Thirds. Feel free to share your thoughts with us using the hashtag Rule of Thirds Pod. And for more from us, follow us on Instagram at Rule of Thirds Pod, or our personal accounts for myself, Burns JNR,
Mike at _ man like Mike.
And Jude at Kente Kwame.
Catch you guys in the next one.